Some investors, they have a huge glut of lazy equity, maybe even $500,000 or $2 million of lazy equity they haven't done. Like I said, I've seen investors invest $1 million in the first year with me, but I think that's an outlier, right? I would suggest people try things out slowly, hang out for a year, make sure we're competent. And I know we're competent. We've done a lot of deals thus far. I'm just being empathetic to new people coming in because that's the prudent thing. That's the thing I would do. I don't recommend anything that wouldn't do. At the same time, you got money burning a hole in your pocket. And for every $1 million of lazy liquidity you have, you could just stick that into something at 10% pretty easy, such as AHP. And I wouldn't suggest putting all that money in one place or all that money in a pref equity deal, but you want to deploy the funds, but you want to do it prudently. A nice way of doing this is putting a chunk in pref equity to just get it working, because the idea is you're going to get that much quicker. A lot of these deals, they make us put a lot of this money as reserves. So once we hit certain milestones or we refinance the money out, we return a lot of that initial pref equity capital to investors right off the bat. And maybe you originally went in with 100 grand of pref equity. Maybe you're only sitting with 50 grand in a year's time. Now, every year, every deal is different, and I don't want to set any precedents here, but the pref equity is a shorter term lifespan. If you're sticking money in there, you got to think that you're getting a heck of a lot faster than most people on the traditional equity side. So it can be a strategy thing. So the way of thinking about it is you're loading money in, but you're leapfrogging it to maybe 1 to 3 years into the future that you know you're going to get it back. But then you go to redeploy it into more of a traditional equity A2 scenario. I do this a lot of times. It's kind of like a short-term 1 to 3 years E in a way. Yeah, you want to get your money in traditional equity, but you're waiting for good deals to come around, and they're pretty infrequent. And if you're starting out, you may not have good deal flow. You likely don't, right? So you want to be patient, but you still want to get your money working, and that's what the pref equity option allows.